Last week, Mojang gave us the ability to leash things to other things. I messed around with a couple of ideas for a few hours, and there's some fun things that you can do with it, but nothing that had me insanely excited until I watched this video by Simply SARC, where he created a working crane using an alley and a bunch of boats and rabbits chained together. It's so incredibly creative. Leash-based piston elevators. You know, I think I might make a new world. This place is a little bit chaotic. There's even a warden wandering around. So here's what I'm thinking. I've got a boat on top of a slime block flying machine, and then we're going to have a wall separating the machine and the front of the elevator, and then using a lead, I can attach these two boats together, which means all the ugly redstone stuff is completely hidden, and the only thing that's visible is the boat. Now the question is, does this actually work, or does the lead snap? No, it doesn't. Oh my goodness. That's a problem. Let me try this again. So I've got a lead to a boat. If I sit in the boat, the lead is still attached, so that's good. If I'm already in the boat, does this thing work? That's not looking promising. No! It's time for things to get weird. Pig, saddle, boat, pig with saddle in boat, lead, attached to boat, attached to other boats. That's... That's working? Now, if I sit on the pig... Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I guess now that I think about it, I don't actually even need the boat. I could just have a pig with a saddle. I don't know, the boat makes it look more official. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I can ride it with friends. So this is pretty perfect. We have now got ourselves a working Minecraft elevator with no visible redstone on the outside that feels... well... uniquely Minecrafty. But wait, I've just realized I'm doing this with slime block flying machines. We're dealing with entities. There kind of doesn't have to be any redstone. We could... hang on, I just had a thought mid-sentence and I need to start building it. I'm determined to make something that looks cooler than this, but I want to get this idea out. Question, if I put a cow down here... oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's gone so bad. Oof, okay. Things are looking significantly more promising now. Yes. Yes, I really hope this works, because this will be so ridiculously fun. So I've got a little block swapper down on the bottom here, which switches between magma blocks and soul sand blocks. We've got our iron golem, who is attached to this boat using this lead, which you can barely see. We've got our two pigs with saddles, and then we have me, the first test pilot. And honestly, I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go. But it is time to test it. Yes, it actually functions. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculously fun. Wait, I need to see this again. I need to see this again. So if I turn it off... oh, are they going to take damage? Are they going to be all right? Yeah, all is well. All is well. I need to see this from a third-person perspective. That is awesome. Come on. Come on. It's all the speed and all of the ease of building of a bubble elevator, but with an elevator look. I mean, sure, there's two pigs in it. All right, so it's not quite an official looking elevator, but it's close. Hang on a minute, I'm just thinking, from a practicality standpoint, is there a way in which we can also introduce chest boats into this? Almost definitely, right? Like, I've got 4 leads going between the boats to the iron golem. Could you have, like, a little mobile storage system? It briefly worked. Storage or no storage, this is one of the most fun things I've built recently. And I've been building a lot of fun things. So let me quickly build a proper one of these. That's a little bit more like it. This looks like something that I would actually want to have in my survival Minecraft world. It has a little bit more texture, a little bit more shape to it. It's also a tiny bit smaller. The reason I used an iron golem is because they can't drown, and also their hitbox is big enough that they wouldn't be standing on the magma block. But then I realized that actually you can't drown when water is being affected by magma blocks or soul sand, so that's not a problem. And if I put an entity between our entity and the magma block, then it's not going to take any damage. So as you can see, I'm now using a pig. This is a pork-powered elevator. This means our water stream can be 1 by 1 instead of 2 by 1, and it works in exactly the same incredibly satisfying and incredibly fast way. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. What we have to do is bounce up at the top, and here we are on our platform, and because we're using a button with a pulse extender, the whole system now descends to the bottom. But I know what you're thinking. How does one get down from here? We could have a circuit that calls the pigs back up to the top and then gradually drops you down, but I personally prefer this method. Yes, I was a little bit nervous then that I hadn't lined those up properly. Editor Mumbo here. I was just grabbing the crane video from Simply SARC's channel to put it into this, and saw he'd made another video 8 days ago about the leads, and he features this idea for moving entities upwards. It's similar enough that I want to chuck it down in the description as well. I've come up with a stupid idea that I'm 99.9% certain isn't going to work. So we've got an iron golem that is attached to a pig with a saddle, and inside all of these dispensers is TNT. How soon does the lead break? Too soon. It breaks way too soon. I kind of thought that the lead would snap, but a bunch of momentum, almost like a slingshot, would be transferred to the pig, and it would just travel off into space. But that clearly was not the case. I'm sorry for putting you through that, buddy. Let's talk about other forms of transport. I mean, this is another form of transport. To be fair, if you had a beautiful tunnel that would have been ruined with a floating minecart rail in the middle, you could have the minecart rail across the top of the tunnel and then just fly along, riding a pig, wearing a saddle, in a boat, being pulled by a chicken in a minecart. What is actually going on? Anyway, that wasn't what I had planned. It just popped into my head and I had to try it out. This video got recommended to me the other day and I absolutely love it. It's a happy ghast train and I gotta be honest, it made me happy. I was smiling while watching it, and it got me thinking about how we could use happy ghasts for aesthetics. So it's time for me to revisit elevators, specifically slime block flying machine elevators. But here's the thing, they normally look so ugly. Like, slime block flying machines are almost impossible to make look good. But now that we can start attaching entities to them and having physics simulations and bits dangling off them, I actually think we might be able to achieve the impossible. Let's build an airship. So this is the beginning of the platform that I want the player to be standing on. I really hope that this works. Oh, I can already tell that it won't. It should. Oh, it doesn't even fly upwards. Okay, let's start again. I honestly think at this point I might be making a happy ghast with extra steps, but I don't care because I personally think this looks really, really interesting. Ignore all of this obsidian. Oh, but actually, while I'm down here, I don't know how I've never thought of this. Armor stands for decoration inside of flying machines. They're entities, they don't contribute to the block push limit, but they can make really cool details to the build. These almost look structural. They look like part of the mechanism, and I think without it, it would actually look really strange. I've added more, and after a good few hours of playing around and testing various different arrangements, I think this is good to go. Oh, but now that I've got the ghasts in, I forget they fly downwards a lot. Like, this doesn't look like it's being pulled up by them at all. If anything, it looks like it's being pulled down by them. I've tried a variety of everything. I even stacked a bunch of minecarts up. So it's time for the most ridiculous, most stupid idea I've ever had. Sometimes very good things come out of bad situations. Who needs happy ghasts when you have levitating polar bears? I mean, it actually looks pretty good. It doesn't look very chaotic. They look inflatable. They look very buoyant. And as you can see, the system works. So here we go. There is our airship heading off into the sky. This is so stupid. It's not lost on me how ridiculously stupid this is. Right, I haven't actually tried out this part. But no, we've managed to get by completely unscathed. Everything has worked properly. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting so much more death. So that's good. It's made it up to the top station. Now let's see if we can send it back down to the ground. Nice! There we go. Our airship is descending. Oh no, we've lost some. There's something deeply upsetting about that. But regardless of those guys entering the polar bear space program, most of the others have made it down to the bottom safely. And this thing has returned back to its bottom station. This is fantastic, isn't it? But alas, of course, it's not possible to survive Minecraft. There's no levitation potions. I had to do a little bit of trickery to get this situation to occur. And this leads me to making a small suggestion to the Mojang devs, which is when a happy ghast is tethered to something, it would be really nice if it tried to travel upwards. I think for builders and for animated Minecraft structures, it would be nice to have something that reliably wants to go up. That way we can make things like animated balloons, long vertical daisy chains, and all sorts of bits and bobs. For the time being though, I'm incredibly happy with my pork-powered elevator, and this levitating polar bear airship has made my day.